phone call, that's all it takes to get free information and learn how you can get your book published. Pick up your phone right now and call us 24 hours a day at this number. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. 800-603-0885. That's 800-603-0885.
Welcome to Fifth Street Sports, folks. I'm Frank Perez, and it's going to be Chip Chirimbus and myself today. Chip is in the house. I think Brian is in school, and Rick is in a poker tournament. We are on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, American Forces, iHeart, streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. Boy, I guess it's just going to be me and Chip. Now, let me tell you something about when it's Chip and me in the thing, and Brian and Rick have late cancellations. This show is going to be right out of the oven, as fresh as you can imagine, unrehearsed, right off the cuff. Yesterday, let me recap a little bit of my baseball, you guys. I gave you the Giants, the Angels, and the Cardinals, 3 home dogs. Score first in the yes in the first innings. My props went, I believe, 2-1. And in between the shows here, I'm talking to Chip. He had 2 of my sides. Chip, which dogs did you have?
Well, I had the Giants. They got off the real quick 6-0 start and cruised. And I had the Angels. It was sort of – I have such a passionate disdain for Matt Harvey that I had to have him. So I took him. And the Angels – and now Trout's out, so I would stay away from the Angels until Trout gets back.
No, yesterday that game, I looked and I had a big lead. The next thing you know, I'm losing 8-7. Tied up 8-8. I go, oh boy, how do you blow it from here? And then they ended up closing it out 11-8. Yeah.
See, so I only had the final. I didn't catch any partial scores in the game.
I was watching. I said, oh geez, it's so sweet to go 3-0 versus 2-1. Ooh. But we got a great show for you, folks. I'm going to ask Chip, and I'm right off the cuff. I'm going to ask him a little bit about the Masters. I told you I went hit some golf balls with him on Sunday. I'm going to ask him. I gave you my 2 takes on the Masters. I'll recap it here with Chip today. And we got a great show. Be back in, Andrew, what do we got, about 15? No, we still got 30 seconds. 20. Okay, you guys, last day of the NBA today. I'm going to have a play for you on that. Usually there's some edges. It's not quite as blatant as the last day of the the last week of the NFL, but there are some plays that I believe with teams resting that can't improve their positions, other teams that need to, and looks like some really live dogs where I wouldn't have them in a spot like this. You know what I mean?
Well, a couple of things have changed in the last 10 days, so we'll see what happens once the playoffs start.
All right, folks. Chip Chirimbus, Frank Perez, back in 3 minutes. Fifth Street Sports.
Trade Pros. Ferguson is committed to making business with us the easiest part of your day. Ferguson.com is designed to help run your business from the office to the job site by making your day-to-day activities easier with 24/7 account access, unmatched online inventory, and on-the-go account management. And with our Pro Plus customer loyalty program, you can earn points with every online purchase, redeemable for merchandise, event tickets, trips, and more. Sign up today at Ferguson.com.
Attention, this important consumer alert is brought to you by Annuity Action Network. Hey, did you know it's possible to receive upfront money from your monthly settlement payments? It's true. If you receive monthly payments from an annuity or a structured settlement and you need a lump sum immediately, then you need to call Annuity Action Network. With your cash today, you can pay off credit card debt, pay medical bills, fund your education, or improve your home. You don't need to wait. Call the Annuity Action Network now to get your fast cash with no hidden costs. And if you call today, we'll even send you a $100 cash gift card just for verifying your settlement payments and your contact information. If you have a structured settlement or an annuity and you want cash now, call Annuity Action Network right now.
800-514-9170. 800-514-9170. That's 800-514-9170.
Taming the briar patch, mowing the lawn, trimming the Yeti. Whatever you call it, it's about time we talked about manscaping. Guys, you manscape, right? keep things trimmed and fresh below the waist. 9 out of 10 women of all ages prefer their guy Manscaped. But you got to have the right tools for the jewels, or you'll look like you used a machete. Pop over to manscaped.com and check out their perfect package. No, not that perfect package. I'm talking about the Manscaped Perfect Package 2.0 that was a smash hit on Shark Tank. It features the lawnmower, a precision trimmer engineered for below-the-waist grooming. Its skin-safe technology means no more accidental nicks and burns. Check out the lawnmower and the amazing grooming and hygiene products that come with your perfect package. What's that saying? Oh, yeah. Trim the shrubs and the tree stands taller. Get 20% off plus free shipping today. Visit manscaped.com and use promo code USA. Again, use promo code USA at manscaped.com. That's manscaped.com.
Lowe's knows you're the gardener who does it right to make your flower and vegetable plants thrive. We do it right too, with deals like 5 bags of Miracle-Gro all-purpose garden soil for just $10 during our Spring Black Friday sale. Grow delicious vegetables and herbs and save on Bonnie plants, now 4 for $10. Find Spring Black Friday savings like these throughout the store, but hurry because they won't last long. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's. Offers valid through 4/17, not valid in Alaska or Hawaii. Bonnie offer valid on 19-ounce pots. See store for details. U.S. only.
Folks, we're back. Fifth Street Sports on Sports Byline USA Radio Network, American Forces, and iHeartRadio, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Chip Chirimbus here in-house. Oklahoma Brian is playing hooky on us. I know he's day drinking. And Rick is still in the poker tournament. So, as much as we love him and we want him on the show, I'd rather see him not on, because the longer he's not on, the deeper he's going in the tournament.
Which tournament is it playing in? Do you know?
I think he's playing in some Seminole casino in South Florida.
Well, that would be the Hard Rock.
Hard Rock. So the longer we don't see Rick, the deeper he is going in the tournament.
Well, good luck.
Well, here we go. Now, guys, right off the cuff, I gave you yesterday I gave you 3 Masters picks that I like. So before I release them, I want to see what kind of a take Chip has on this Masters.
Well, I'm pretty sure if I had to bet against, I would bet against Tiger Woods winning a Masters right here.
Okay.
Dustin Johnson, of course, is got to be considered one of the favorites, and I haven't heard much action about out here in Las Vegas coming to him at all. I'm surprised. Spieth, it looks like the course may be set up to his game, but who knows who's going to come. Patrick Reed won last year. I had John Rahm a couple of years ago, and he fell short on the last 2 days, though he got off to a great start. It's always the most exciting golf tournament to me of the year because it's the first major. It's the first one out there, and the things we've seen, the way Tiger dominated 20 years ago was just we've never seen anything like it since. But if I had to make my play, it would be either Spieth or Dustin Johnson.
It's funny you say that, because to me, like, the Masters is also, I know it's only one of the 4 Grand Slams, but isn't it kind of like the Triple Crown? Like, we all know there's a Preakness in the Belmont, but it's really all about the Kentucky Derby, right?
Yeah, and exactly. Sort of. There was something else I was just going to equate it to as well, but it is the Daytona 500, where they start with the Super Bowl in NASCAR. Right. It's virtually, to me it is. I know we have the British Open, the U.S. Open, and the PGA, which follow. But this one, maybe it's because it's near Easter and it's kicking off the baseball season as well, and everybody's getting out for the first time. I think it gives golfers that little juice to get out and start playing, because back in the Northeast, it's still only the first week of April or thereabouts. And, the weather hasn't really turned in certain places. Here it's a little balmy all year round. We can play. No, we did have a disappointing winter.
Oh, yeah, we had a choppy winter here in Vegas. Now, getting to I like your take on Spieth because of the price. Now, the favorite in this thing is McIlroy. I think he's plus 7-1. Johnson,
really?
Yeah, Johnson's 950 or 10-1.
Then Fleetwood has taken most of the money, according to the sportsbook operators.
Really?
So far. They said that it's been heavy, constant flow on him, and they're expecting some late money a little bit, maybe on Tiger, but.
Right. I'm with you. Forget this Tiger. I mean, if they give you the right price, anybody's worth a shot.
How about somebody laid $20,000 to win $20. He could have held the bet for 6 months and collected the more interest. That Tiger would not win all 4 majors. So
he
got 20,000 to 1 to
yeah.
bet against.
But there's a little bit to it. Sometimes you can if you get full value on your comps and you bet 20,000 at the Hilton, I think it's worth $1.50. It might be worth a $300 dinner.
Well, but they get to keep that cash for so long. I'd
Yeah.
rather put it in play myself.
Exactly, but I think that's a stone cold lock. I mean,
Yeah.
he can just take whatever he wants on that. But here's who I picked, Chip. I took Justin Thomas at 18-1, Ricky Fowler at 18-1, and then I took my medium range, not a super long shot, Mark Leishman at 55-1.
I would have given you 18-1 if you wanted to bet Ricky Fowler. I could have made some money on this.
Why is he out?
No, he's just never going to win.
Wow. Well, I follow this when it comes to golf. I like this guy named Ben Coley on the Sporting Life, and he rates him by points. The guy's really good. Doesn't give out a lot of chalk. Even his long shots, he hit a couple long shots every year. I'm talking guys from 80 to 150-1, and he gave both Fowler and Thomas 3 points each, which is the highest rating I've seen. And then he gave Leishman 1, Oosthuizen he gave 1.5, and he had one other one that I didn't really like. So I went with Tom. I don't know why. I smell this Ricky Fowler and Justin Thomas.
I think maybe eventually he might win one, but I just don't think he's going to win one at this time. I watch him play. I just see it happen every weekend. It come down, and everyone's loving Ricky Fowler, and he makes huge mistakes.
He does.
And, in crucial situations. And you have to be able to keep your poise at that most important of times. I mean, I've just seen him falter too many times to have any faith in him, is what I'm saying. And maybe, like Sergio, maybe later on in his career, when he gets out, a little bit more maturity, there'll be a spot for him, and he'll win it.
Well, you know what? After listening to you here, I might take a little dabble on Spieth. He's 20-1. Okay, what do you think about my Justin Thomas? 18-1.
I love Justin Thomas. Justin Thomas is a great guy. The other guy I was thinking about was the Paisan Molinari, who's got a great game, all-around game. So it's going to be interesting. Tomorrow we have a show, but today they're having the par 3 comes on TV at 3 Eastern, noon our time.
Now that you're talking, boy, you got my interest in this Molinari because I like this guy as a fighter. As you're talking, I'm going to pull up these odds. There's a decent price, Chip. You might get me, and you might make me some dough.
Maybe sometimes the way to go, like in these matchups, is to play the head-to-head matchups. Where I like that so much better because even win, place, and show type thing would be better. I mean, to go head-to-head is you have your match.
All right, now at one of the respected sites over here, here's how it goes: McIlroy 7-1, Dustin Johnson 10-1, and Tiger's 15. You can throw that right out the window.
Why is McIlroy such a prohibitive favorite here?
Yeah,
I mean, he's got a great game. We know he can hit the ball 350 yards. I mean, but why is it not Johnson this year?
Exactly. I would take Dustin Johnson. This McIlroy, he's got all the talent in the world. He's blown it for me so many times. I want to choke the kid.
Well, you know what is? We expect him to win every time out, I think. After his son burst onto the scene. The guy that I'm disappointed with, and I thought, is Jordan Spieth. I thought he would play much better through his career. Now maybe, he's just had a couple of mediocre years for a guy that
he had a terrible year.
Anticipated him to win 3-4 championships a year.
He had a terrible year last year. But, there's one guy that always keeps bothering me, and I did grab him once, and he did beat me a couple times, is Koepka.
Great golfer.
Great. Now Koepka is what? Koepka's 25, Spieth is 20. Here's your paisano over here, Molinari is 25.
Yeah, but what did you say Koepka was? Because I think he may be worth a shot unless he's
he's 25-1. You may be able to grab a 30 somewhere. Fleetwood, here's your man Fleetwood, is 30-1.
Yeah, that's right. I was told by Tony Miller from the Golden Nugget and by the people from the Westgate that they had received numerous bets on Fleetwood.
Oh, on Fleetwood, okay.
When you said my boy, I was just
God. Well, no, he's your paisano. I know that. But here's one for they were writing in yesterday. You guys gave. I think it was Billy Donaldson liked DeChambeau. Bryson DeChambeau is 30 to 35-1.
He could win.
You like him?
Well, he's so unique in his style and his game, but boy, he's been awful consistent the last 18 months out there. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't be surprised if he's in contention.
You're right. Spieth had such a bad year last year. I mean, I think he's putting it together. He shot a decent round in this decent tournament in this one that just finished. I thought it was pretty good. Spieth is 20. So you know what I'm going to do after speaking to you, because I can see you really know your golf, is I'm going to back off a little bit on Fowler. I'm going to add a little Spieth.
No, don't do
and
that. You got to play your heart. You got to play your side.
I do, but I mean, come on. You've been how long you been gambling? I mean, before we went to the moon or after we went to the moon?
I placed a wager before we went to the moon.
Okay, so you've been betting and making a living at it, an unbelievable living, since before we went to the moon, and now you're and I seen you golf on Sunday, so I am going to. I'm not stupid. I mean, hey, listen, I have no pride, brother. I would listen to somebody who's made money doing
to win,
this.
right?
Yeah, whatever it takes to win. But folks, when we come back, we're going to hear on some of Chip's NBA. We're going to get his record the last 40 games. We're also going to talk a little Major League Baseball. So we'll be back right after this timeout on Fifth Street Sports.
Where do you want to go on a vacation or honeymoon? The Caribbean, Europe, Hawaii, Mexico? How about Disney or a cruise? At Superior Cruise and Travel, we've got you covered. We'll assign you your own travel concierge. They'll help you design a custom vacation plan that you can't find online. And the service is completely free. You can't compare the value of this to any other online travel company. We can help you plan a custom vacation anywhere in the world. We even offer payment plans with no credit card required. Now you pay off your vacation on your time schedule. Call now and mention the promo code RADIO and save up to $500. Book your custom trip. Call Superior Cruise and Travel now and talk to one of the highest rated travel agencies in the country with a 5-star A+ online rating.
800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. 800-570-9631. That's 800-570-9631.
Hey, travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1780. 855-325-1780. That's 855-325-1780.
Not too long ago, it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank, didn't it? For a vacation or a new car. But today, withdrawing your own cash has become risky. Pat Boone here for Swiss America. According to The Secret War, a new Swiss America white paper, I learned that all banks are now required to spy on you and me for the government, and then report any financial behavior deemed suspicious or unusual. You must read The Secret War. It's free. Truth is, I believe the government's new war against cash is really a war against us all. But the secret is now out. So please, get and read The Secret War.
Pick up your phone and call right now. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. 800-932-5517. Once again, that's 800-932-5517.
Guys, we're back. Fifth Street Sports. Sports Byline USA Radio Network, American Forces iHeart, streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. I'm Frank Perez, joined with Chip Chirimbus. During the break, okay, we're going to... Chip, yesterday was our debut opener over here at Las Vegas Park in Summerlin, and Chip actually went to the game. He's telling me all about it. Of course, I'm asking him questions like a little kid when my dad used to go to Shea Stadium. All right, so Chip, tell me about like the snack bars, the bars, the bathrooms.
All right, they opened the gates before 5 o'clock. The game was scheduled for 7:05, and you know what? I live close enough to the ballpark that when they were practicing playing the Star Spangled Banner in the afternoon, I could hear it, and that's what reminded me I had to go to the ballpark. It was great. They had 11,500 SRO bar. This is Las Vegas, and you walk right in there, and you're getting hit with a bar on the left, a bar on the right. They have exclusive restaurants, which are open air to the outside and looking at viewing the field at the same time. I always give it a good walk around, and minor league ballparks, no matter where you sit, there's only 11,000 seats, so you've got a great seat. I mean, if there's 50,000 seats, how many good 1,000 seats that are actually in the ballpark? Every seat here is a great seat because the park is confined. 11,600 showed up the first night. Very windy, 40-mile-an-hour winds blowing out, but people were dressed because they're Oakland A's. This is their inaugural game in Las Vegas. They're called the Aviators, and there were people dressed as Howard Hughes, kind of fitting that it's in Summerlin, and that was his mother's maiden name. So I saw that impact, and it was festive. It was festive. It was great. People, like I said, women were dressed as aviators. They looked like a few Amelia Earharts out there, and it was fun.
I felt like Amelia Earhart yesterday when Brian's audio went out. I was flying solo. I didn't want to, but I mean, it's unbelievable. Now, so you said that there was actually people trying to scalp tickets out there
definitely.
for $100 a piece in a minor league preseason game.
Yeah. No, it's a regular season. It's a AAA game.
Yeah,
it's a AAA game. But
AAA game.
It's their inaugural game here, and I understand because I like those type of events. I mean, it's a one-time thing. There's only one inaugural game. I was at the one when the Miami Marlins played against the Dodgers, and they beat the Dodgers 8-0. Charlie Huff was on the mound.
Yeah.
But and I said, look, I'm going to get in one way or another, and I'm not looking to spend any more than $50 for the event.
Right.
Because I knew I'd be spending a lot of money on memorabilia and things along those lines once I got in, and who knows how much I would have spent on alcohol if I was drinking, but I wasn't.
So now the wind's blowing out 40 miles an hour.
Yeah,
so you saw some balls carrying out. Finishes 11-8. Let me ask you something. Do you have any? The parking now as a Las Vegas local, and you live by there. What would be your tip on the parking? You mentioned you park at Red Rock and just walk across the thing, right?
Yeah, I got in early, and I parked up, and there was nobody there, and I was kind of surprised. But there's ample parking in the space at the facility, so it's right next to Las Vegas National, where the Golden Knights work out, and that center there. I think they call it National City Arena, but. The facility's great. It's beautiful. I know it's brand new, but Las Vegas always does it right, and they did it right as far as it wasn't chaotic. I mean, I've been to Super Bowls where they didn't know what they were doing, and they were opening the gates, and even Super Bowls and big World Series and big events like this. This was totally well organized. They had everything structured. There was plenty of security there. It was a great event, and it was run well. It is and was what Las Vegas is about.
Now, do you believe that the chances that the success of this park is going to be attributed to the location? Because I remember I went to a lot of 51 games and ones down there on Cashman Field. Do you think it's all about the location?
I think it's definitely going to help. I definitely do.
Right?
Yeah, and but plus, you have access to the casino. It's right there if you wanted to, and there were plenty of people I saw that had come that were staying at the Red Rock and were just going to the game. So. I think it's another part of the great attraction of Las Vegas, and the location. I think it's going to be a little bit easier to get to because of 215 and
nicer neighborhood,
easier access.
Unfortunately, that Cashman Field down there has gotten very rough.
Yep.
The area down there, but that Cashman Field used to be such a nightmare around.
It's like I was just going to say, it's also a pain in the neck to get to and get out of. And I've been there a number of times myself. Exactly. Because I love baseball and I love going there, but this, like I said, this is within walking distance of my home, so I'm happy about this place.
Now, do you think that the that little Summerlin, that outdoor mall they have that's beautiful, you think that it's just going to help the economy?
Sure, because people are going to go to dinner in downtown Summerlin and just walk over. I mean, like I said, it's a short little jaunt, a quarter of a mile. The weather's beautiful, and you walk over, you have dinner, even afterwards. If these games are starting, 7 o'clock and ending at 9:30, 10, I think there's probably going to be a lot of late night dinners going on in downtown Summerlin.
So, you know what I was thinking, Chip? Because, Vegas, this is my home 55 years now. When you said that they do everything right, you're absolutely right. I know that as far as hotel management, hotel administration, Vegas is the number one in the world. In fact, like Cornell University gets their curriculum from Vegas.
Well, I just went to South Florida, and I was in the Hard Rock Casino. And I was in a number of other casinos checking out their poker rooms or just checking out. And it's like third world countries compared to Las Vegas. The poker room isn't as organized, and they don't have a waiting list. There was one place that had a great job, Mardi Gras, which is in Hollywood. It used to be the old Hollywood dog track. And I got to give them kudos because they've expanded well. But even at the Red Rock in Hollywood, full-blown casino, and they still, it's not run like being in Las Vegas. It's really not. I mean, here we're pretty efficient, pretty smooth, and I mean, look at the problems when other people tried to open sports books. They sat there and ran a tournament where some people could bet the final game and other people's couldn't.
What a disaster. That DraftKings thing, right?
Right, DraftKings, and I don't think that would happen out here. I think they would have covered it. They would have had it covered one way or another.
No, it's so true. So if we're the number one entertainment, at least in this country, and Cornell gets our hotel management curriculum from us. We know that as far as entertainment, we've been hosting prize fights 60 years. We've been hosting every major event. We've had we've gone through every security issue, revenue issue, everything that there possibly is. I think that Las Vegas could actually have like an entertainment curriculum to be able to.
It's grown so much too, which really helped the support because we've had a number of failed hockey teams here in the past, and they weren't the NHL, but it was tough. And maybe, like I said, getting to Thomas and Mack down there was another issue because you had to deal with the university and the center, virtually the center of town. Whereas, nowadays everybody's putting everything on the outskirts. I mean, all the big stadiums are not in the hub of the city. They're out where they can have parking and. Access, make it for public access.
Did they charge you for parking over here?
I don't know because I've
that's right.
I circumvented.
You walked across. I would do that too. Why not? I mean, the Red Rock is beautiful, but boy, what an economy thing. And now here's a question I was going to ask you because Vegas is starting to do. We've learned our lessons, like you said. We've had some real major flops. Now everything is working. The nights. The nights start tonight in the playoffs. The deeper they go, the more these bars love them. These bars are packed. They're jammed every round.
Supermarkets. It doesn't matter where you go. You said Las Vegas has really taken over the Golden Knights.
PTs, Timbers are all packed. I know that as a bartender, I'd be praying like, please keep going nights. Every single round that they advance, it's another 4 to 7 games that you get. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely, yeah. It's added a lot to the economy without question. Yeah. And you know what I noticed on game days. When the Golden Knights are home, my mail gets delivered earlier because my carrier is a season ticket holder, and I was teasing him about it. I said, not for anything. I said, but it seems to come a couple hours earlier on the days when they have home games. And he started chuckling. And
that's funny. But I'm so glad that they made the playoffs last year after that miracle on ice last year. It was almost as impressive as the USA against the Russians. But I mean, to make the playoffs again, we're back in it. It wasn't just a fluke. This town, I'm like, go Knights. I hope they keep on going for our economy and for the city. God knows we need it.
They're playing tonight, and I think they come in on losing the last 4 or 5 in a row. They've lost a number, and because of that, and them coming up favored at San Jose. I think the Knights are the side tonight. I would like. I didn't post it, but I'd like to take.
I don't think they're. I was surprised that they don't have home ice in the series, and they're a short $18.17 favorite in the series. But I don't think they're favored in this particular game.
No, well, what I meant was that they were favored for the series, like you said, and they're not, and they're giving away home ice. So that seems kind of it makes me think particularly the way they come in struggling here. I think they saw the finish line. They knew that they had already qualified for the playoffs, and they just knew where they were going to go and what they were going to do. And they dropped their last 4, I believe. And I think they were just mentally preparing themselves for this game tonight, and I think they're the side tonight.
Me too. Now, that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you, okay, now, Chip, after we started tracking you right at probably at the end of your NBA hot streak when you were 22-2. Yeah. Now, I looked on Vegas Insider today, and for the last 49 games, this is tracked on Vegas Insider, folks, at chipwins.com. 34-15. Obviously, nobody's going to keep a 20-2 pace up.
Right.
But 34-19, very, very strong. Now, how is your ice handicapping?
Well, I have a side tonight that I've posted. And
Okay.
You can go to chipwins.com and get tonight's NHL winner between the Penguins and the Islanders. That one's tipping off at 7:30 Eastern. My hockey hasn't been bad at all. I don't post as many games as I have in the past. I usually post one a day or, maybe 5 in a week because unless it fits my criteria, I don't play it. I just don't. I'm really disciplined when it comes to hockey because I must admit that I'm not as knowledgeable and I'm not as well vetted in it. So I've been a little bit more cautious, shall I say, and want to give out games. And but in the playoffs, I know I really like tonight's play. I gave it out as a best bet, and Islanders and Penguins. And I'll have play every day in hockey now.
Chip, when I come back, I want to ask you about some of your structuring program on your pricing. But, folks, looks like we got to take a timeout. We'll be back right after this break. Frank Perez, Chip Chirimbus, Fifth Street Sports, back after this break.
Using an overpriced trash bag?
Pricey, pricey, pricey!
A bag that breaks?
Whippy, whippy, whippy!
Or a smelly bag?
Stinky, stinky, stinky!
Time to switch to Hefty Ultra Strong trash bags, always at an ultra low price.
Hefty, hefty, hefty!
They're our best bags yet, and they cost less than Glad Force Flex, where sold head to head. So you'll be
happy, happy, happy!
Hefty Ultra Strong with Arm & Hammer odor control. Also available in heavy-duty black bags.
Hefty, hefty, hefty!
Want to fly somewhere? Looking for cheap flights or cheap tickets? Then call. That's right. Call the low-cost airline travel hotline now for prices so low we can't publish them anywhere. Low-cost airlines has all kinds of cheap travel deals. Fly domestically and save up to 75%. You can even fly internationally and save even more. Yes, fly anywhere in the world and save a lot of money on your plane tickets. We'll even save you money with cheap travel deals on hotels, rental cars, even complete travel packages. So don't book your tickets until you call us first for the absolute cheapest prices on U.S. and international airline tickets and hotels. Call right now for prices so low they can't be published. Travel experts are here 24/7 to help. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. 800-754-4531. That's 800-754-4531.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover. All for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 4422 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 4422. Code 4422. Enjoy!
Let's have a chat about your debit card, the card you use for the things you buy every day. What if you could get cash back every time you bought those things? Well, now you can. Introducing Discover Cashback Debit. Just open a Discover bank account and start earning 1% cash back on up to $3,000 in debit card purchases every month, automatically. Plus, there are no monthly fees or minimum balances. Now you can get cash back on the way you like to pay. Open a Discover bank account and get the debit card with cash back. Go to discoverbank.com/debit. Limitations apply. Excludes money market accounts. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Right center.
Guys, Fifth Street Sports, we're back during the break. We might have just hit a bonanza. This is Sports Byline USA Radio Network. Chip Chirimbus, Frank Perez. Chip went out to the game yesterday because we have, Vegas, we're having super gusty winds out here from 30 to 55 mile an hour gusts. Yesterday was blowing out. I thought the wind was going to be blowing in. It was blowing out. It was 11 to 8. Balls just carrying out. The wind is blowing big today, and I'm just looking at some of the sports books right now. They're actually taking action on the AAA Pacific Coast League. The total's 10.5. While we do this show, Chip is checking the compass. We're checking the park. We're going to tell you if this wind is blowing out, you guys take the rubber band off the bankroll. And we are going to go over Mr. Grover in this game at 10.5, but not yet. Wait till we get the info on this.
All right.
Okay, now, Chip, here. Okay, first of all, let me give you guys my games because this is Talk You Can Bet On segment. Yesterday did pretty good. I'm not chirping. I know we don't chirp on this because we know every time we do, it's always a disaster. But yesterday did good. 3 home dogs. They all won. Got 2 more for you today. Not home dogs. Like the Twins, Odorizzi over Syndergaard. The Twins over the Mets plus $1.74. I'm going to take the Angels at home, even though Chip says Trout's out. No, that's a big deal, but not big enough to get me off of this. I'm going to take Pena with the Angels at plus $1.42 over Woodruff. You got a game, but Chip, I got to ask you something. Okay, now that we're getting into, we know in your NBA you're 34-15. Hockey's playoffs start tonight. NBA playoffs start shortly. Major League Baseball is here. Now we got Pacific Coast League. When they go to your chipwins.com and what is it, $39?
Well, it depends. My single strongest play, the A play or the Megabucks winner, is a single game, stands alone. That sells for $49, guaranteed or otherwise there's no charge.
Right.
Now, I also put 2 other plays for $39 and $29 on the same criteria, where you have to win if you buy those games individually. Now, if you buy the 3-pack for today,
how much is that?
That would be either $59 or $69 for all 3 games. I still have to turn a profit. I have to win at least 2 of those 3 games for you to be charged. But if you buy by the weekly or monthly will be $2.99 for the entire month, which is $10 a day. That's win or lose. So this is more or less our pricing is trying to give me a fair chance and you a fair chance, a 30-day option, as opposed to our hit or miss where you're coming looking for that one game.
Okay.
So I'm trying to establish you as a customer over 30 days, and then we go from there.
So on the $49 play, you got to win. That's your A play.
Right.
Then the other 2 plays are $39 and $29. You got to win those.
Right.
Okay, that's $110, but you can get all 3 for $59.
Or $69.
$59, but you got to go 2 and 1 or turn a profit.
Right.
Okay, now on the monthly, the $2.99, do you got to turn a profit?
No,
for the month?
that's a flat fee for the month.
But you're getting all 3 of these games, right?
Not only those games, you get every sport. You get every game in every sport. So you'd get the NBA, you'd get the NCAA, you'd get the hockey, and Major League Baseball, if that be it.
Okay, but you get at least these 3 games that you individually is $110 value, right? Okay, now, here's another question I got. Because, some of our guys, I don't like the daily, too. It seems a little expensive, and you're right, puts you on the spot, hit and miss.
Well, you know what? That's designed because of football for the most part. Because, during...
you only need 1 day or 2 days.
Right, so on like I said, but my game of the years, which would be like the Southeast Conference game of the year or the Big Ten game of the year, I always notify everyone during the week that this game's coming up, and I was documented 15-2 in those games. Now, those games will go for $69 individually, and if you're going to go 13-2 on the season, it's worth the shot. Because I'd prefer to play the one single big game, Frank. It's more my style, and that's why originally I was at the A play, or on a Saturday. But the public demands a little bit more, so I have a 3-pack and a 5-pack. Which goes for $69 and $99.
Right. Now that makes sense in the football. But so let me ask you now, during the week where we're getting drips of NHL, NBA, baseball, everything, you mentioned the daily, which myself, and I don't think the guys on my show would really be too much into it because it puts a lot of pressure on you. It's kind of expensive.
Right.
And disheartening if you have 2 bad days and, even though you only got to pay once. Do you have a weekly package?
Yeah, the weekly package would be $99.
Oh, I like that. See, now, that's kind of in between. I mean, instead of $110 a day for your 3 best plays, okay,
Right.
now on the weekly package.
And there's no guarantee with that.
Oh, there's no guarantee.
No, that's $100 for the week.
Okay, so but still, I kind of like that. It's less than, it's about $14.
You're taking a risk that I'm going to have a winning week, and usually that does happen. But
if these guys are spending $100, they kind of believe in you. They expect you to have a,
but it
most
doesn't
of
always
the time-
happen. You know that. I
Well,
mean,
we know that.
after we had that 12-day winning streak in the NBA, I did come back and lose 4 of the next 5 days. So, that week, if you came in during that time, you're not going to have a winning week, right?
No,
So-
I got you, but I kind of like that. That's nice. Okay, so you got the 59 to 29 to 39 daily, $99 for the week, $299 for the month. I like the $99 for the week.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question now.
Go ahead.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot.
It's all right.
We got a lot of guys asking over here at chipwins.com. $99 for the week. If my guys mention Fifth Street Sports and they go to Chip Wins, can you give them a break on that?
Has nothing to do with it because it's all internet,
God.
bud. You can't
They all-
mention anything.
You know, some of the guys asked me, try to talk to this guy. Maybe we can get $20 off if they put a promo code Fifth Street Sports.
Well, you know what? You get Andrew to work on it, and I'll not only put a promo code for you, but you'll get a kickback.
All right, here, Andrew. Here's what we're going to do on chipwins.com. We're going to add a promo code when they go there. Let's say Fifth Street 911. Oh, no, I don't like 911. Fifth Street, whatever number, it's be worth a $20 bill to them, so they can get the week for $79.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not trying to grind you down. We always do everything for our folks over here to give them a good deal.
Let them set it up. It'd be fine with me.
Okay, all right, there we go. So listen, I talked him into it, you guys, and that wasn't,
It's not happening yet. Wait
on your part,
wait for the official word, okay? Don't wait for the official word. It's not happening right now.
See, Andrew, anytime we ask Andrew to do something out of the box for a lot of work, we always get the hang on. We're going to make this happen. I don't know when, Andrew, but Andrew's great. We give him a lot of stuff. We throw a lot of stuff to him, especially late.
Season,
Somebody's got to be the stick in the mud. You guys,
we got to
Frank,
pick on somebody.
Get ahead of yourself sometimes. You know?
We pick. We pick on your soccer a lot. But anyway, so you got my 2 baseball picks, guys. There's a game. I mean, gosh, I just wish Rick would come in on this. There's a game I like today. I don't like laying. Oh, here we go. NBA Rick, baby. He from the poker tournament. I don't know if he's at the final table yet. We got Memphis plus 4.5, Oklahoma City minus 4.5 from Rick. Myself, you guys, I see a game. I don't like this must-win, must-lose crap. I know the Jazz cannot improve their position at all. They're in the late game at the Clippers. Clippers are minus 6. You know, as much as I would take a little dabble on the money line, it's minus 230. I know I get a stomach ache because I don't like to lay prices. But I got a feeling you're going to be playing against a Jazz bench tonight.
Now, you said Oklahoma City was favored.
Yeah, he's got 4.5 on it.
Well, over who?
Hang on,
Because
he just gave me the side.
All right, because I'm pretty sure they're on the road, and they're coming off that big win last night over Houston.
Hang on, let me pull this up because Rick obviously just fires me the 2 sides. I hate to bug the guy. He's playing in a big tournament in South Florida, but hey, business is business, Rick. You can find you don't have to play every hand. You can get out of the hand. And you can get out. Okay, goal. Oh, I like this play. Memphis at home getting 4.5 against Golden State. Normally, this game would probably be 11.5. Golden State cannot improve any position whatsoever.
They don't care about this game at all.
They don't give a crap about this game. I love it. Okay, Oklahoma City. Love this play too. Minus 4.5 at Milwaukee.
There it is.
Playing nobody.
See, that was the thing I noticed today, and I laughed at myself when I said Oklahoma City's favorite at Milwaukee. So obviously to me, nobody's playing for Milwaukee. Oklahoma City had a big win last night. Are they coming to play again tonight?
Yeah, they do.
They must be. They're favored. How could they be favored at Milwaukee?
Because Milwaukee's playing nobody. And Oklahoma City right now, they're playing musical chairs between Oklahoma City, San Antonio, and another one. Nobody wants to finish 8th and face Golden State.
Well, you know what? This is a matchup of our MVP, possibly.
Right.
And the guy that was voted the least valuable, the most overrated player in the NBA by the players, by far was
Who's that?
Russell Westbrook.
You think he's the most overrated?
No, I didn't say anything. The players, the NBA players voted him. It was like 67% of the vote. He got an overwhelming amount of the vote from the NBA players. Most overrated player in the league.
Who's the most underrated player in the league?
Derek
about
Jeter.
Who?
I said Derek Jeter.
Okay. I don't think I played shortstop. Didn't he retire from the Yankees a while? Anyway, so there you go, folks. You got Oklahoma City. Nobody wants to be the rotten egg, finish 8th, and maybe their playoffs. Who wants to face Golden State? At least, I know if you're a team, you got to feel like you can beat anybody, but why face Golden
Who's
State?
in that 8th spot right now?
Oh, as we do this show, folks, is so fresh. Like, have you ever gone to?
I shouldn't be asking these loaded questions,
guys. These are questions that we.
But I mean, they're all fighting
right
it out.
off the cuff, fresh as can be.
I know Miami's been eliminated in the East last night.
Let me give you guys really an update here because it's very important. If Oklahoma City needs this game, and they do, because nobody wants to be the rotten egg, and Milwaukee's playing nobody, then, guys, we might have something here. Let's take a look at this. And we are, okay, Milwaukee absolutely 60 wins, number 1 throughout the playoffs. Oklahoma City, baby. They are 9 games back. They have Spurs and Clippers are 10 games out. So everybody's in the running here.
So they needed to beat those other 2 out to keep themselves.
They do. And not only that, Chip, look what I just noticed, okay? If it was to remain the same, Oklahoma City is probably, if it was to remain the same, they'd actually have to face the Rockets in the first round. And I don't
And they
not
just beat the
believe
Rockets,
that.
right?
No, but who the hell wants to play the Rockets? I would rather try to pick off Portland.
Well, you're going to have to play these guys sometime.
I know, but
Denver's really fallen
still,
off the last couple days.
We know you're gonna have to get through the Rhine River. You're like you're gonna have to get through the Rhine, or you're gonna have to get through the minefield. But why so early? Each round, more money. You get to have.
Well, I don't think the money is as important to them.
You're right. These guys make so
maybe
much.
the early golf times might help their incentive, but
right. I mean, I don't. They may not be thinking of it that deep, but I know nobody wants to finish 8th. So I do love these plays. And Golden State at Memphis, they're not going to give a crap about this
with
game.
Houston losing last night, although Denver lost, I think that pretty much gives Denver the number 2 spot.
Nope, not quite, my friend. Denver's 4 games out, and Houston's 4.5. So they still got to show up.
Okay.
They still got to show up. And Portland is 5 games out. So
but who owns the tiebreaker between those 2?
Gosh, I'm not sure. See, I got to go deep. If Rick was here, if he wasn't playing in a major poker tournament and could be here, we wouldn't have to go through this. But here's a team that cannot do nothing. Utah is 7 games out, can improve either way. They're the number 5. Guys, I got to like the Clippers here. Got to like the Clippers. And here's another team. Okay, now there's a mess over here in Orlando and Detroit. I mean, Orlando and Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn's qualified.
Detroit, gosh, they're all in the mix there. I wish Rick was here. Boston cannot do anything to do.
No, they're playing Indiana. They're going to be hosting the Pacers on Saturday.
Yeah, neither can Indiana's got nothing to play for. Toronto's got nothing.
Indiana.
We got less than a minute. Guys, when we come back, we're going to have 3 minutes. Chip, we've been talking about Chip wins. You got my baseball, Florida Rick's basketball. We got to get something free from you, buddy. Okay. I already talked you out of a $20 bill for the folks here. Now I'm going to talk you out of a free play when we come back.
Yeah, you'll see.
Okay.
Well, I owe you for the bucket of balls anyway.
Hey, good lessons, you guys. I got a long way to go. You guys, this is 5th Street Sports. Chip Chirimbas, Frank Perez, back after this break.
Do you use the blue pill to charge your sex life? Have you been thinking about trying the blue pill? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pill delivers the exact same results for less than $3. We'll do the math for you. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. Want more? We'll give you 40 blue pills or 40 yellow pills for $99 and add 4 more pills free. You save more than $500 $100. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what to do next. You need to call and get your 44 pills for just $99. Stop overpaying for the other blue pills. Call us and start saving a ton of money for the exact same results. Ordering is fast and easy with your pills delivered to your door in a non-marked package. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. 800-223-0992. That's 800-223-0992. It has been said that everyone has a book in them. But do you have the time or the ability to write your book? Maybe you picked up some skills or had a life experience that you want to pass on in the form of a book to help others. Maybe you want to leave an autobiography for your family. Or maybe you've built a successful business and you want to share your story. At Dorrance Publishing Company, we have professional writers who can help turn your book idea into a finished manuscript quickly and affordably. A Dorrance ghostwriter can provide as much or as little help as you need to complete your book. You'll work directly with your ghostwriter to finish your book faster than you ever could on your own. It's easy to become a published author. Call Dorrance now to learn more. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. 800-485-6003. Call right now. That number is 800-485-6003.
Being a new parent means every high and low you can imagine. But Evos can make it all easier with a baby monitor you can trust. Go to myevos.com. That's MYEVOZ.com to see how Evos can be the eyes and ears of your nursery. Evos works with your smartphone to provide a live audio and HD video connection to your baby anytime and anywhere. On a date, at work, away on business, even serving your country overseas, Evos helps you never miss a moment. Whether your baby is with a sitter, your partner, a grandparent, or a friend, you'll be right there too. And with unique features like smart alerts that know the difference between a barking dog and your baby crying, extensive sleep tracking data, and state-of-the-art security features for your peace of mind, Evos is the smart baby monitor for connected parents. And enter the code SPORTS at checkout for $20 off. That's myevos.com. MYEVOZ.com.
Guys, it's Fifth Street Sports Talk. You can bet on Frank Perez, Chip Chirimbus, Sports Byline USA Radio Network. Real short segment here, folks. We only got a couple minutes, and I just talked Chip out of a free play. Chip, what do you like tonight?
Well, I did post Indiana. And that was early this morning, and my reasoning is that they had lost 9 of the last 12, 2 in a row, and wanted to get off on a positive foot, knowing they're playing the Celtics on Saturday. But since then, Frank has told me that the line, Atlanta, has jumped up to like 4.5 points, and that would indicate to me that maybe the Pacers are not going to give a full effort tonight. So I would go leash on that one, and that means to stay away.
Stay away from that. Here we go. Okay, so let's recap the day, all right? We like Florida Ricks, NBA, and I love this play the more I think about it. Memphis at home plus 4.5. Grab a money line plus $1.90. Golden State does not give a crap. They're in Memphis. Memphis got nothing to play for except a little bit of finish off the season at home with a win. Oklahoma City laying 4.5 at a Milwaukee team that's not suiting up anybody. They'll have the big redhead in, Barry. Who cares? And forget about it. Oklahoma City. And don't forget my 3 golfers in the Masters. Justin Thomas, 18-1. You know what, guys? Because of Chip, and I don't do this, I'm going to scratch my Ricky Fowler. Mark Leishman, 55-1, and I'm going to incorporate Spieth at 20 to 22-1 in this Masters tomorrow. Chip, any last thoughts on this tournament?
Well, it's like I said, it's always our favorite, and I'm looking forward to it. And tomorrow, while we're doing the show, we'll be peeking at the monitor to see what's going on. So.
Oh, guys, by the way, before we forget, Aviators tonight at Las Vegas Ballpark, 10.5. Over, Mr. Grover. This wind's blowing out 40 miles an hour. Bet the over 10.5. Yesterday, it was 11-8 final. The wind was blowing out also. It's going to be a big factor. They're taking plays in this Pacific AAA League. We're going to keep a big eye on the wind out here at our new ballpark. Guys, we appreciate you, and we thank you for listening and watching us on Fifth Street Sports. Chip Chirimbus, Frank Perez, Sports Byline, Fifth Street Sports. See you tomorrow.